Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Is this thing on? Tap, 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 tap. I disappeared, you guys. Did you notice? Did you even notice this time? You're like, yeah, she just falls out for 2 weeks and then resurfaces. No, I usually do not do that. Okay. Yeah, I disappeared because where do I begin? I didn't have Wi-Fi. That's for one. All right. Apparently I don't want to talk about this because my throat chakra just shut the fuck down. All right. I'm back, but I'm doing a special episode today to find my sea legs. Okay. So yeah, my whole world got rocked a little bit. Everything was going good, And then I made my ex-husband mad and all hell broke loose, and now I'm getting evicted and have to go to court and, custody this, custody that. It's just crazy, you guys. It's just freaking unnecessary. It's unnecessary from the viewpoint of a lady who really does want to manifest her reality in a nice way. Apparently there's just some energy there that has to get worked out. So it's testing me, but it's upping my faith and all of that. However, it also reminded me that if you ever did want to financially support my work, my podcasts, my whatever it is that I think that I do, now would be a great time to step into the role of either a patron or a listener support or a PayPal donator. So if you want to send a gift, I'm going to put all those links in to just help me find my new address. Yeah, I don't even know. So I'm coming back to finish out our herb of the week, Bay. However, today doesn't count. I mean, we'll still do the affirmations, but it's kind of like I'm just giving Bay an extra day, an extra Tarot Tuesday. Oh yeah, we're doing a tarot fucking reading today. Absolutely. Because I did something stupid this morning. This Saturday, I decided to get out of my funk finally and do a fun live stream on my YouTube channel, Sadie Marie Cherico. And it really was a great stream. It was an hour long. We did a tarot reading. It was really good. And then today, I accidentally deleted it. It's gone. It is completely gone. So good reminder not to get attached to anything. And also then I was like, you know what? I miss Ho. I miss you. I miss. So let's go back and get it going on. I'm going to try to get back into the rhythm, but I also am open to just waiting until I have, an official, where am I staying? I mean, I might, so I can't promise anything at this point, but it's kind of funny to me how I only scheduled 20 herbs of the week for Ho, thinking that I was going to work until June and then I don't know, have the rest of the year off. But now I'm seeing we're going to do some, I'm going to take a break, and then I'll resume at some point and finish out the year. So Spirit threw me for a loop, but I see that it was kind of all cushioned in a way that I wasn't going to fall too hard, even if unexpected things happened. Rude, terrible, disrespectful things have happened this past week. Unless you've personally been slandered maliciously without reason, someone says bad stuff about you that are absolutely not true. Man, if you have not had that experience yet, try not to, because it sucks. It really, really sucks. So, yeah, even this week I've been accused of doing drugs. So, I mean, I took a urine test and cleared that up right away, but unfreaking believable how dirty this has gotten, and how my trust in someone that was a huge part of my life. Now, granted, I've drug you through the dirt with my ex-husband. If you want to go back to the beginning of this podcast, like, remember when I started it, I was like, we weren't so sure, and then we split up, and then he slept in his office, then we tried again, and I took you through my whole separation and divorce recovery, and it was going like pretty peaceful, but then, you know, shit hit the fan. So it is what it is. Make sure you get everything in writing, kids, okay? Learn from your Mama Sadie. Get everything in writing, even if it seems like it's good and positive and nobody's going to betray each other. A year and a half later, you just never know. So be legit and get things squared up and whatever. But anyways, yeah, having any of y'all good mamas out there, can you even imagine if your ex-husband called CYS on you just to try to make you look shitty? Really? So anyways, that's where I am at. But after 2 weeks now of being devastated, sulking, stressed out, just unbelievable. Like I had to get a court order so he would return the kids. Like, just, you'd not even believe it. So anyways, after suffering, I've realized that it is my choice whether or not I suffer anymore. It was my choice to suffer at all, even in the first place. But yeah, apparently I did. But now I'm like, you know what? It's really not the easiest to podcast in my situation right now, but I really almost need you. I need to be with you. So I'm going to try to come back after Bay. But if I have to take a break, so be it. And so, yeah, I just want to take 1 minute here and just shout out all the people who really are doing a beautiful job, just sending love, sending their energy, sending their good wishes. And yeah, I've got a handful of people who have also sent money, and that support is going to be put to good use. So thank you. All right, let's get to it. So yeah, I want to feel good. I want to have fun. And since I totally screwed up and accidentally deleted my live stream, I'm just going to do that card pull again with a different deck. I used Mystic Mondays. What, you'll never see it because I accidentally deleted it. I cannot believe it. I did, and it's gone, man. But it was kind of an accident because, like, I uploaded it on my phone, and like now 2 days later it still was like on my upload page, even though it had uploaded and posted. And so I thought like it was just a glitch in the app. And so like I went to, you know, try to get rid of like this notification, and in getting rid of the notification, I deleted the video. So yeah, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. You've probably already figured that out. But my intentions are good, and I am, unfortunately, a perfectionist, so this might keep me up at night. That I deleted my video. Oh, well, I guess I was supposed to go. All right. Here's the card. Here's the layout that we're going to do. And it's from Stellar Gaze Tarot. I hoarded it at Tarot Spread Layout, so you can find it there. But it's Stellar Gaze Tarot. Her name's Samantha. She's a mom of 3. She's been a psychic since birth, and she has an Etsy shop and a fantastic looking Etsy or Instagram page. I don't know what does she do on Etsy? I don't know. Do you want me to go check it out? I mean, I'll check it out for you. She provides readings, and she's got all little sachets of potpourri and herbs, and she can do a personalized spell for you. I have that journal, Samantha. I'm a mom of 3 too. All right. So anyways, this is a 3-card pull. If you want to do a little pull with me, go get your deck and shuffle it. We're going to count to 3. Maybe. This is the stop, maybe, yes. 3-card tarot spread. Stop, maybe, yes. You're going to freaking love this. Okay, so Stellar Gaze Tarot, thank you so much, Samantha. The first card is stop. The second card is maybe. And the third card is yes. So this is something that you can pull for yourself in your life. Like, what do you need to stop? or what's a stop in your life? Like, please stop that. I'm trying to think. I don't even know if I can remember what I pulled Saturday. The second one is maybe. I mean, I will probably, it'll come to me here in a little bit, but I'm not going to try too hard. That's for sure. Second card's maybe, like what's maybe going to happen. I think I got the Justice reverse for that. Oh yeah, now I remember. That was awful. And then the Yes card, what did I get? It was like basically a message to like keep on persevering, so it wasn't that fun. So maybe a few days later now I'll get a more fun yes. That would be cool. I'm excited because I'm going to use, let me get it out. I'm going to use the Herb Crafters Tarot. So this will be actually way more interesting for me using the herbs because, you know, hashtag herbs. And I want you to do this along with me. So get an Oracle deck, get a tarot deck, get a freaking Pokemon deck. I don't care. You need to pull 3 cards with me. So get it shuffled up. We're going to pull number 1, stop, number 2, maybe, and number 3, yes. And yeah, since I am coming back in the middle of a week and just pushing in an extra tarot spread because I need to and want to, let's honor our herb of the week because it still is our bae. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our illuminating herb of the week, bae, and I dedicate them all to you, honey. Thank you. I am at peace with the past. I see new beginnings in endings. I count my blessings and abundance overflows. I am protected. White light surrounds me and all that I love. I accept and receive all gifts given to me. I am at peace with the past. I see new beginnings in endings. I count my blessings and abundance overflows. I am protected. White light surrounds me and all that I love. I accept and receive all gifts given to me. And so it is. All right, it's kind of funny going back around in a circle. Like we did Monday, we did Tuesday, we did Wednesday. Now I've decided to go back and do another Tarot Tuesday. We're going to skip over Wednesday, and then next time we hang out, it will be with the trees. But yeah, today we're going to do a 3-card spread, stop, maybe, yes, with the Herb Crafters Tarot. So I've shuffled, I've cut, I've thrown a bunch of cards on the floor. We're ready. We're ready. All right. Good affirmations, bae. Good reminder to be at peace with the past, to see new beginnings and endings. I mean, you might as well. What else are you going to do? Get your attitude screwed on straight, girl. Count your blessings. That's when the abundance starts to overflow, when you truly are grateful. Man, I am learning this one the hard way. But yeah, like once I did start getting more like genuinely grateful and appreciative and really, you know, thanking the universe for what it does give me, then yeah, I get a little bit more. And somehow in an interesting way, kind of the more I trust the universe, the less needy I feel, like as far as abundance goes, and I can kind of just have faith that I'll always be taken care of. So that's good. Knowing that we're protected, that's bae. Having white light surround me and all that I love. I could definitely do a little more practice with that visualization for faux show. And accepting and receiving all gifts given to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, card number 1, stop. So if you've got your deck shuffled, and like I said, you can use any type of card. The first card, we want to pull something that we need to stop. So what is it from the Herb Crafters Tarot that could clue me in on what needs to stop. It says card number 1, stop. So I'm like assuming it's like it needs to stop, or it is gonna stop, or you should stop, or it did stop. Whatever, I mean, you can put your own spin on this whatsoever. So I got the 6 of Fire Nasturtium. And right away, I remember this card. It's sort of like a community gathering card of ladies who are coming together to make these tall nasturtium pillar candles. They're going to like decorate them. And I would say in my life, what has stopped is my circle of female friends. I mean, it did. I stopped it on purpose, actually, because I just felt like I did not have time in 2021 to be hanging out, like with my very intense study of the Course in Miracles and my daily videos on my YouTube channel. I like really just, and there was a little bit of pettiness too, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, yeah, like I was kind of like just annoyed from the holidays of a few things. And so, yeah, like I don't have a circle of friends right now. I don't, of lady friends. And so yeah, that's what makes me think of something that has stopped in my life. And, you know, obviously I know that maybe wasn't the best thing to do, even though sometimes like you need a break from people, or it's just like not a vibrational match anymore, or just frankly, people piss you off and you're just like, I have other stuff I gotta do. But like then my life got kind of crazy over the last couple weeks, and I haven't even updated my circle of friends. And at this point, like I'm like, dang, like it just seems exhausting to catch everybody up to speed. And then another part of me is like, okay, well then how come complete strangers are caught up to speed in my life? Oh yeah, because they tune in to my podcast. They follow me on YouTube. They're my patrons on Patreon with Herbal Marie. Like I have complete strangers in my life that know more about what's going on in my life than my local circle of friends. So I'm not judging. I'm just observing some things that are current that have stopped. And maybe the 6 of Fire Nasturtium will give me an insight on anything else that maybe I should stop. All right, so let's see what it says at the top. I love this guidebook. It gives you three kind of key points right away. And for Nasturtium, the 6 of Fire, it says celebrate yourself and others, call the circle, make some magic, glitter and spice, magnify power and joy. So I would say this is just acknowledging what has stopped. I have stopped going to ladies' night. I've stopped even feeling like I want glitter and spice and magical nights, because like I'm depressed to be quite honest. And even before I got depressed from stress, like I was getting annoyed at what I felt was like just fake support and maybe not genuine connection. All right, so that could stop, and I would love to stop looking at it that way. I feel like my higher self is saying, yeah, your perspective, your bitchy ass perspective could stop. We never want to stop celebrating ourselves and others, but because tarot likes to call us out, did we? Have we stopped celebrating ourselves at 11:44? Yep, I see you, angel numbers. Yeah, it's like, did we stop like just feeling proud of ourselves? Did we stop celebrating others? Did we stop calling the circle to make some magic? Yeah, glitter and spice will magnify power and joy, but you stopped all the glitter and spice, or it stopped. But I guess if I understand how things work, I stopped it. So anyways, this table is set for making spells with friends. We've gotten this card before. It's got nasturtiums all over the place. It has large beeswax pillars. It's like craft central for this, and all the yellow and crimson and orange nasturtium flowers pepper the table. There is a candle in the middle of this holy mess to mark the beginning of a sacred time. So yeah, what has stopped? Well, the Six of Fire stopped. Usually I put a little effort into raising a little power for healing and transformation with others, and I kind of gave up on my local circle of friends. I mean, I'll be honest, like, yeah, I gave up on them in a lot of ways, and seeing it as something that I would benefit from. Like, I just was kind of like, yeah, I just really can't give you any more of my energy until it feels right. So anyways, now that's all fine and good. That's my choice whether or not I want to make the effort. You have to excuse the background. Some beautiful daughter of mine's making cocoa very loudly with her headphones on. But whether or not I actually physically get together with people, I should still cheer on my friends, or so-called friends. I should just cheer on everybody and praise their accomplishments as they do for you. Now, there is a little ego flare up right there as I read that, because I obviously don't think that they cheer me on. They don't. They don't even have a fucking clue what's going on in my life. Like, they're just, they're outskirts. They're fair weather friends. I have a lot of fair weather friends, or just friends in the moment. Like, I'm one of those people that call everybody a friend, but really I might want to start normalizing the use of other words that more accurately describe people, like acquaintance, associate, neighbor, old schoolmate, partner, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's other words to describe people instead of me lazily calling everybody a friend. Like, actually, maybe not everybody is your friend. Of course, that's the ego. Doesn't that even feel so ego? But anyways, the ego is chiming in, that, it doesn't feel supported by my circle of friends, but my higher self is chiming in with, like, listen, how can anyone support you if you don't first offer that frequency and vibration in yourself? So if I want to be supported and to feel like I have people that support me, I really do need to do that for them as well. Now, I'm not saying I don't have anybody in my life like that, because I actually do right now. I do have someone that I consider a friend right now, and I'm so thankful for him. But I could probably extend that energy outward to, of course, lots more people than just one. All right, back to the book. Nasturtium is a vibrant plant that brings life to the garden. So what stopped? Yeah, life in the garden in a lot of ways in my life. Yeah, I mean, it's just so hard to be creative when you're devastated, and yeah, like, having this ridiculous drama in my life surface it really did pull the rug out from under my vibrancy. So I am focusing inward and summoning more vibrancy for myself, because that did seem to stop. My creating magic seemed to stop. My desire to manifest seemed to stop. I really am sometimes shocked to see how some things affect me so drastically. Like, oh my gosh, like, I thought I was in a better place than I was, like, to get so shook from this. But you guys, like, it really was traumatic to me. Like, my ex-husband took my daughters and refused to bring them back. So for 6 days, I was, like, out of my freaking mind a little bit, just upset about this. And then it took a week to recover after that. Like drama is no joke. So note to myself, I need to, like, see the dream for the dream and try not to get into it either way. But it happened, and I got into it, and it really energetically brought me down. So now I'm just picking myself up because I don't want nasturtium to stop in my life. Like, I want creativity to creep in my life and ignite even more creativity. I do like being a community leader. I do like having a circle of friends. I do like going to ladies' night because the food is freaking amazing. So it's like like, even though like it wasn't kind of serving me at the point or I didn't think it was serving me to a point, you know, I do miss coming together with people because I actually like it every once in a while. And when we come together, we do create magic. So anyways, nasturtium is just saying, it's like, listen, things got really gray in your life, didn't they? Okay, that needs to stop because you actually prefer a lot of color and vibrancy and letting your personal flair shine, dancing to your own beat while dancing in harmony with others. Oh, that's what stopped. So here I am to remind you that you do like that and you would like that to return. So anyways, and also start celebrating accomplishments, and that's yours and others with pizzazz. All right, so thank you, Nasturtium, for that. I mean, I do have accomplishments. You know, I haven't chased away my patrons yet on Patreon. I got approved to be a sellout on YouTube and make a couple pennies on my videos with ads. That was a big accomplishment. So it's like crazy that, like, yeah, a lot of ridiculous things are happening, but yet on the opposite end of the stick, in a different direction in the spectrum, things are getting better as well. So it's like, what do you want to focus on then? Do you want to magnify your joy? Or do you want to just focus on all the things that have seemed to have stopped in your life? But just because something has stopped doesn't mean that it's permanent, especially if you liked it, or, you know, you realize maybe you would like that. There can definitely be a restart button. But what does need to stop is me focusing on the and the drama and the ego attack revenge perspective. That definitely needs to stop. And the lack of magic also needs to stop. All right, so anyways, what did you get? Make sure you tag me on Instagram. Your card number 1, stop. For me, it was the 6 of fire, nasturtium. All right, I'm gonna stop the heater. We'll see. Keeps on clicking on. It's like in the 70s. It's way warm in here. Alrighty. So, what are we headed on to now? A maybe. A maybe. What in your life is a maybe? Or could be a maybe? Or you just don't know about? Let's see what comes through. This is our second card. Pull a card. Number 2, maybe. Maybe, Sadie, baby. Time. Oh, God. All right, so do you know who time is? It's the Madre of Fire. So this is a lady that's in her kitchen, and, right, she's supposed to be what I'm working towards. I get her all the time. She's the one who is inviting. She inspires others by living an artistic life. And yeah, I guess like all this drama has put that status, you know, for me, my status quo of being a whatever. What would you even call me? I don't even have a label, but it's like, it really has put me on the chopping block with that time. And yeah, I was telling my friend David that, like, man, I really could just quit. Like, I feel like I could just quit, like, all my projects, you know, like, it's getting harder. I don't know, like, if I'm going to have Wi-Fi. I don't know, like, you know, this, that, like, stress time, creativity juices, suck dry, blah, blah, blah. But there's a part of me that is relentless. There's a part of me that will never let me quit. And so that's why, you know, the other day I did my patron-only podcast because at the beginning of the month I've decided that I want to do that, even though it was like hard, and like it wasn't hard to do, it was just hard to get myself excited to do it. But then once I started, I was like, oh, it is fun to talk about herbal aphrodisiacs, I guess, you know. Okay, we're having a good time now. But it's like, you don't want to quit yet, do you? Maybe I do. If I'm being honest, absolutely. I've always wanted to quit. What are you talking about? I've wanted to quit since day one. Like, but that's my ego. She always wants to be a quitter. Absolutely. But I never let her quit unless it's like definitely something that is not serving the highest good. So here's our maybe card, the Madre of Fire with time coming in to say, turn up the heat on your creative passions. Maybe? Does that maybe? Like, you got two choices, honey. You can let things dwindle and die, or you can turn up the heat. This is a maybe moment. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, this is for everyone. And we kind of already knew this. Like, what do we want to do in 2021? Do we want to stay ahead of the game? Or do we want the game to crush us? So this maybe also is, where my energy is. Now, the Madre of Fire, time is that lady who has a warm heart and a spicy kitchen, right? And she welcomes others to the table. Am I doing that? Maybe not though. It's like kind of like the Madre of Fires, I feel like asking me like, well, everyone's like fallen out of your life. Is it maybe because you've become less welcoming? You're not inviting people to the table. You're not warming your heart to them. You're not stoking the creative fire that burns in your belly. I mean, maybe you are sometimes, but maybe you're not. And maybe that's why everybody fell away, or you didn't want anyone to be with you. So I kind of feel like this maybe card, it's okay that this maybe card feels a little wishy-washy, because it's a maybe. It's a maybe. It's like, well, which way is it? Which way do you want it to go? But yeah, like if I really am being completely open to the actual message coming in, which is sometimes difficult when it's calling you out on your bullshit, and it's like saying to you, hey, you maybe are not as nice as you think you are. You maybe are not doing a very good job at welcoming others, right? You maybe could turn up the heat on your creative passions more. Like, you maybe could be stoking that fire a bit more than what you have been. Maybe, right? So time is here to inspire us to live an artistic life. And yeah, I feel like that possibility is always there for me. Now, I thought it wasn't because of stress and drama and sadness and depression and being caught off guard and feeling overwhelmed and rejected and offended and unsure about where I'm even going to be living. And it's hard to be like, oh, I think I'll make some art today. But maybe that's exactly what you need to do. Like, yep, the whole world's burning down and I'm gonna knit a hat. I mean, I don't know. Like, what is it that we need to do despite that things might be going differently than we thought? Okay, things might be going awful, but maybe, can you just maybe still stay connected to that fire, your place of power that burns in your belly? So the Madre of Time, she does encourage collaboration. She teaches from her action. So because I am in the spotlight a little bit, it's a very dim and dirty spotlight. But nonetheless, I do have an audience, okay? Like at least 100 people will hear this rant, right? So it's like, do I want to inspire you to maybe keep on being creative during your times of stress, or am I going to lay down and die and not inspire you at all? See, that's a choice that I'm faced with every single time I open my mouth publicly. It's like, whatever words you say, you're going to be influencing people. So what do you want? Well, obviously, I want to uplift people. So even in my times of darkness, I must never forget that. I must always remember that I am setting an example, right? By the way I live my life, by the actions I take. Okay, so what if I've been slandered maliciously? If I lash out and attack with the ego as my guide, I'm not setting a very good example for anyone. So it's like, if I want to preach forgiveness and love and light and all that wonderful shit, like, I better live it. I better talk it. I better speak it. I better act it. I better be it. Right? If not, tap out. The Madre of Fire time encourages collaboration. So that kind of goes with nasturtium. Okay, so my collaborating clearly stopped. And now I have no support system hardly. It's still a little bit, but not as much as I could have, right? So maybe I need to think about rebuilding that. Maybe I need to think about inviting everyone to come play in my busy apothecary. So Madre of Fire is upbeat. She accepts life's paradoxes. She lives by time. She knows that time is a popular kitchen herb and a superb medicine plant. So she is driven by a rich imagination and finds magic in everything. Creativity is her second nature, and her days are filled with inspired activities. She is warm and wholehearted, just like time, and she attracts people into her home. She radiates vitality and love, and she embraces her inner glow, and it warms the hearts of others. I'm laughing because I really do need my own home, not my ex-husband's home, so that I can, with freedom, invite people to hang out with me and not feel the immediate repercussions for doing that. So anyways, yeah, this time is an invitation from the Madre of Fire. It's like, maybe you're living like this, but maybe you're not. And maybe you go back and forth. Maybe you'd like to decide which one you want to line up with. Maybe you'd like to get together with friends. Maybe you don't. Maybe you'd like to show love for your friends. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. So, it's no harm either way, but which one feels better? No harm either way. If you just want to sit with your stress and only focus on your stress and really stretch out your stress and, oh my God, you're allowed to do that. But maybe it would feel better if you work with some of your projects. And that's just kind of funny because I did start doing that the other day because I still have tinctures. I know. I still have tinctures that need strained. I know. This is how behind I am. There's no harm in letting the plant material in there, but I could get it done. I could bottle some up. I could share with friends, or this is sad, I could just keep hold of them and hoard them because, you guys, my beautiful garden that I have invested in over the last decade, I have to leave. So I'm going to have to get a little Madre of Fire creative passion stoked in my belly. And one, to comfort myself that no matter where I go, I will find plants and the plants will find me. But yeah, I am a little brokenhearted with having to leave some of the plants that it took a long time to get established, or finally I got in my yard, and it's dang. Oh, I have actually not cried about this yet. So I'm going to try not to do it now, but I know plants are everywhere, and but if you've ever had to leave a garden, you can feel me on this. And it's one of those life's paradoxes, I guess, that the Madre of Fire says that, well, you're going to have to accept it. It's okay, fine, you'll build a new garden, you'll bring in new plants, maybe you'll do it a little bit better and more organized this time, and it's you still can try to sneak back here if you need to harvest certain things. Oh yeah. All right, are you ready for a yes? I certainly am. All right, our third card will be a yes. And maybe I'll just take a quick tea break. Cry a few tears, and let's get a yes. All right. Yes. Feel that word. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's like the moderator of fire saying, yeah, say yes to collaboration. Nasturtium's like, yes, say yes to fire and glitter and passion and peppery flowers. Think about that. Nasturtium and thyme. We have some very strong herbs with this reading, you know, like very potent medicine, clearing. Good reminder to breathe from both of them, kind of opening essences, I would say. All right, let's get a yes, though. And in our lives, let's get yeses and hell yeses. Like, let's just be so clear, like, what we want, or at least be able to see clearly, maybe even into like a neutral zone. There's our card. There's our yes, hopefully. Like, sometimes, like, it's just such a relief to see past the drama and be like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that I was getting into this the way I was. Like, now I see clearly. Well, what do you see clearly? Nothing. I actually can see nothing right now, but I'm also not being blinded and lied to and distracted by illusions. Like, that is a good feeling. So anyways, definitely a theme for trust for me this week. 100%. With Bay, with all these endings, and I'm appreciating Bay with its protection and abundance. Like, I'm like, bring it, why not? That's what we got. So what do you think we got for our third card? Why am I hesitating to pull it over? Just do it. All right, so our yes is white sage, 5 of air. And the way I flipped it over, it was reversed. I hate being honest sometimes. Like, I just want to pretend like it was upright. But I can't seem to lie to you. So I'll just, to let you know, I got the 5 of earth. No, air. 5 of air, honey. 5 of air reversed. But it looks really cool upside down because it's like a hanging basket now of the white sage that she's grown outside. She's tying it in bundles with red string. Do you remember this card? Because, you know, the red string, that always reminds me of feminine energy, right? Blood, menstrual blood, just power. And there's a red door too. So I feel like there's definitely a message of yes, step into your divine feminine wisdom at this time. This isn't the first time the patriarch has tried to take you down. Seriously. It's a shock that it's from this person and this life and this incarnation after all of this. Like, you know, that feels offensive, of course. But nonetheless, at the end of the day, my journey is still one of forgiveness and unconditional love and acceptance. And man, even those hard to love buggers still are gonna get your forgiveness sooner or later. And so there's a part of me that's like, well, how long do you want to drag this out? Like, yeah, you got offended, but how about putting a yes on forgiveness? How about putting a yes on acceptance and unconditional love and just knowing that all things happen for a reason? Now, the 5 of air white sage has these key phrases. Long-held beliefs may not be rooted in reality. Refuse to go along with the crowd. Believe the threatened, oppressed ones. Now, it's reversed though, and it's a card number 3 that we pulled for a yes. I know, right? So it's like, wait, what's the message? Here's what Sage says. A spiritual crisis challenges long-held beliefs. So yes, I am being challenged right now. Yes, I am having a tower moment, or I had a tower moment. Things had to crumble. The old had to finish. The old had to cycle and end. there were beliefs that I was holding on to for a long time that needed to manifest. So, I mean, you've hung out with me for a couple years, and how much resentment did I have towards my ex-husband? I mean, is there a resentment way to count points for resentment? Like a lot, right? So even though I thought I forgave and forgived and let it go, I think I was still holding long held beliefs against him. And in a lot of ways, I feel like that's what's manifested, and it goes both ways. So his long held resentments towards me, even though on the surface we had a peaceful-ish separation and agreeable divorce and whatever. Don't be too agreeable though, just, hindsight's 2020. But anyways, it's like we still didn't do our healing or our letting go or our forgiveness. And so that cycled back around in a real big way, in a real big spiritual crisis kind of way. And so then I got shook, right? And now I'm having this reversed white sage moment that it's like, whoa, these long held beliefs are not even rooted in reality. This is ego illusion stuff. This is perspectives of separation. This is like us versus them mentality. There is nothing more divisive and dualistic than the court system. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, is this what I want to be manifesting? Really? That's why it came in reversed, because this is our yes card. All right, so though your conscience pulls at you, you are reluctant to let go of your opinions. Rise to the challenge, accept the truth. So it's like, yeah, you could really fall into this role of being, defendant versus, prosecutor or whatever. I don't even know the words. I better touch up on this. Like you could absolutely fall into the dirty playbook mentality, or you could use this spiritual crisis to rise above the challenge and accept the truth of oneness, of holiness, of forgiveness, of unconditional love, of, hey, this is all just a dream. Hey, we're all walking each other back home to heaven. So it's like, if this is what you want to play out while we're here, I guess. But can I rise above it and literally see through it? And yeah, maybe I do have to follow through now with some legalities and things like that. But can I spiritually not be brought down? Can I energetically remain stable? Physically, oh my God, you guys, I've been so freaking exhausted. Can I physically not be affected by the energetic tolls of this? Can I still stay happy? Can I still stay Madre of fire? Can I still maintain my 6 of fire, my creativity, my passion? Can I sage up? Can I purify no matter what? Can I start saying yes to rising above? Yeah, that's what it is. Can I detox from this? Can I sage the absolute out of this? Can I seek a solution that is beneficial to all? Can I clear the path? Can I listen to others and make room for healing? This is what Sage is coming through today to prompt me to say yes to all of this. All right, to say yes to making use of the medicine, just like I make use of all parts of the plant that I can, right? We don't want to waste anything when it comes to white sage because it's sacred. Can I make use of all aspects of this experience? Don't let this experience go to waste. Use it, lesson learned, take it. Take your healing, take the jump, take the bounce, take the encouragement, take the motivation, take the invitation to say yes to rising above any and all spiritual crisis challenges and take the yes to finally letting go of those long held beliefs, those long held opinions that are not serving you. Say yes to letting them go, to rising to the challenge, and accepting the truth. All right, so yes, please to all of that. All right, thanks for letting me come in, do a little update, do a little vent, do a little, hey, I mean, now is the time for me to ask for your support. I mean, I always ask for it, but now I'm like, maybe we should ask for it again. So I will put those links in the description, and I will take with me the gifts that the 6 of fire, the Madre of fire, and the 5 of air have given to all of us today through nasturtium, thyme, and white sage. Think about the energy of those plant allies, the spirit of these plants. They're all uplifting, energizing, warming, purifying, clearing, supportive herbs. Exactly what I need right now in my life. So I say yes to all of them. I definitely am considering up that maybe in a real big way. Obviously, I'm gonna step into the energy that I need to and that I want to and want to offer you. And yeah, we'll think about what we have stopped and if we want to restart or what, But I think the point of all these herbs is, get your footing again. Get your footing and get cleared and get purified, get some fire, and get some sage, man. Sage, thyme, nasturtium. Yes, and yes.